Hello. Welcome to Aging Fitfully. And today I have a wonderful guest, Carol. Welcome. Thank you for coming and being willing to do this. And Carol is a classmate as well as quite an interesting phenomenon. And you're about to find that out for yourself. Carol, may I ask that usually very rude question? How old are you?
88.
Did you get that? She said 88. You didn't mishear her. She said 88. That is it genes? Like what? This is amazing.
Well, I think it's genes and probably lifestyle.
Let's talk about that. And let's talk. We share the fitness class that I take. And Carol, by the way, has no trouble keeping up with anything. When did you sign on to PBS Gold?
Probably 2 years ago,
Okay. And,
after COVID.
right. And what prompted you to sign on?
Um, I've always belonged to a gym. Mainly, I lived in North Vancouver, and I participated in the rec center and always went to classes. I did yoga, various things, step classes, um, ball classes, and just different things.
Now, when you say always, I mean you've raised a family.
I have, but I also had a career. Um,
and and stayed doing fit stuff through all that.
well, that really prompted me when I changed careers was to maintain my fitness. My first career, I was a nurse. Um, And when I got to be 35, I had 3 sons, and I was thinking about going back to the workforce, and I decided I didn't want to work shifts and weekends, so what else could I do? I ended up studying accounting and became an accountant. I did a CGA and somehow managed to work full time as well as my family of 3 sons and a husband, and all their activities.
So would you say that fit classes and things like the North Van Rec Center and so that's been your primary fit activity throughout your life?
Throughout my working life, that was true. But after I retired, I branched out and had a hiking group that was called the Blister Sisters. We used to meet every Thursday, and actually they still do meet. But I've moved to Kamloops, so no longer part of the group, except when I go to the coast. They're still my friends.
So you lived in North Van and you were hiking in North Van, which is kind of on the side of a mountain.
It is, yes. It's amazing what was in my backyard. I lived there all my life, and it wasn't until I joined the Blister Sisters that I realized all the resources we had for hiking locally. And then we also once a year would do a trip. For instance, the Grand Canyon, Wells Gray Park. We did something in the Kootenays and California. So it branched out for me, many opportunities.
So what size was the group?
Um, we used to be about 15 or 20 people showing up, and now I think there's about 8 regulars.
Okay. And most of them could go off on these traveling jaunts.
Yes.
Oh, Carol, that's wonderful. Because when you're doing that, hiking the Grand Canyon, you're getting the payoff for all the fitness stuff that you do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved to Kamloops and joined the Y, and would you say your goal at that point was to maintain what you'd been doing all along?
Yes, I would say so. I guess the other thing I did also after I retired when I was 57, um, is I took up running. So I had a running group, and uh, when I joined the running group, I had no aspirations to be a distance runner, and it, most of the people I was running with had already run marathons, and I said I'll never do that. And after a year, I did a half marathon, and I realized if you train, anybody can do a marathon. So I did my first marathon the year I turned 60, and I did one a year for 12 years after that.
Okay. How far is a marathon?
26 miles or 42.2 kilometers.
How long does that take?
I was not a fast runner. First marathon was just under 5 hours.
You ran for 5 hours.
Well, it was walk run. So
Okay.
you ran for 10 minutes and then you walked for 1 minute just to change the rhythm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So what would you say along with continuing your fitness trajectory when you moved up to Kamloops, what would you say are your main fitness goals at this point?
Main fitness goals are to maintain what I've got and hopefully improve my balance.
Okay, balance is all right. And another person from our class talked about working on her balance by just balancing when she's around the house, doing things, waiting for the microwave, just standing on one foot. She can balance with her eyes closed.
Really?
I know, and
amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
Now, Carol, you had a incident that really impacted your health and your ability to come to fitness class. Was it very early this year that you?
Last summer.
Oh, last summer.
Last summer, I had a fall and hit my head. I fainted and I had a brain bleed.
That sounds pretty serious.
It was. I was in hospital for 9 days. It was in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. We were traveling to Gimli, Manitoba to go to a wedding, and that we never made, of course. Anyway, I ended up, my son picked me up and took me to Winnipeg, and I spent 2 weeks recovering with them until I was cleared to fly. And I would say it was approximately 3 months till I was really better.
So what are the symptoms of a brain bleed?
Well, they discovered it on a CT scan.
Yeah, okay.
And I had nausea and headache initially. Yes. I had difficulty navigating, walking. I needed a walker and I needed help.
Wow. That must have been scary after all your fitness.
It was scary. And then I was back to fitness classes.
And did it feel like you had catching up to do after that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How long did that take before you felt you were kind of where you'd been before?
Well, within a month, I would say.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. Well, there's another example of your years of fitness paying off for you. I mean, you were able to come back that quickly because I think at our age, our recovery time is longer.
It is.
Yeah, you find that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're a wonderful example, Carol. I'm so pleased you could come and talk to us today. This is a magical story for people who are wondering if they're too old to start new things. And look what you've done. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And if this interests you or you have friends that you think should have a look at Carol's story, please share it with them. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.